10, 219, 219.
Forward Progress, a Chicago Bears podcast with Dan Bernstein and Matt Abeticola on 312 Sports.
It is a Bears Victory Monday here on Forward Progress. Dan Bernstein here along with Matt Abeticola here at 312 Sports in our home studios here in Prudential Plaza in Chicago as the Bears improve to 1-2. Thanks to everyone who joined for our live post-game yesterday. We got to go early for a good reason. This time with the Bears salting that one away, and we can just sort of watch it finish up with one eye while we were enjoying the victory with you. And thanks for being a part of that. And I didn't know that when you go back and watch it on YouTube that the comments sort of reload and come in live. I didn't know that you could actually watch the comments come in live on a rewatch like that. So that was, it's kind of neat to see everybody kind of climbing all over each other in the comments there. Very fun. I think we're creating a little community there that I am certainly enjoying, and I'm glad you're a part of it. Thanks for being along for the ride on this. Ben Johnson had some things to say after the game. You want to start there?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry about that. I had my screen just went down.
Oh.
It was not good. I was scrambling for a second. So.
Should we call our main Meng?
No, we're good.
I'm
back up. I don't know what happened. It booted me out, but I'm back in, so we're all good to go. Yeah, we can start with Ben Johnson. So this was yesterday, the opening comments from his post-game press conference.
You know, I told the guys in the locker room our really points of emphasis going into the week were playing great situational football, and I'm talking about third down, red zone, and 2 minute. And I thought they really answered that bell. I thought we were statistically better than that team in all three of those areas, and that was good formula for us to come out on top here this week. And so thought a number of guys played really outstanding football. 2 of the game balls went to Caleb. You know, I'm looking at his numbers. 142.6 passer rating and 4 touchdowns. I thought he was really good. And you know, the thing that you don't see on the stat sheet is he's getting a lot more comfortable calling those plays in the huddle. We were able to get out of the huddle a little bit faster, and we were able to get on the line and operate a little bit cleaner as well. So was proud of him for that. And then defensively, once again, a number of guys stood out to us, but Tremaine got the other game ball. He was all over the field, 14 tackles, 2 interceptions, and you know, really came through for us in a big way. With that, I'll go ahead and open it up.
And today's game, no complaints. What was it like for you to have your vision, everything that you've been trying to get engineered here, materialize on the field?
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, the first 2 weeks have not gone the way we wanted to, and you know, it's early, and but we got to get the issues fixed, and I thought the guys were committed to that here this week, and we had a good week of preparation, and they came out and they played inspired football today, and so good things happen when you're playing hard, you're playing physical, and you're playing for the guy next to you, and I thought that's what happened here today.
So his opening comments, first question there about the performance, being able to get some of the stuff that he wants in the game plan actually in the game on a Sunday.
Let's talk also about the first week of preparation stuff that went up to his standards, because he called him out.
Yep.
And that was a big note in the week when he said our preparation is not up to championship standards. You don't get to do that every week.
Well, no, again.
That has to have some staying power.
Yeah.
The decision to do that isn't a simple one. It can't be done lightly because it starts to fall on deaf ears if you go back to that well. And I think it worked. We can say that it worked if he believes. We have to take his word for it that the practice did reflect that kind of urgency that we saw in the game. Because sometimes, frankly, it's completely disconnected. Sometimes you have a shitty week of practice, you have a great game, and how many times have we heard about a great week of practice and you go and you step on yourself? So we'll trust him that he can pat himself on the back for that he can take credit and say that it mattered, that the quality of practice was reflected in the game. But that's gotta last. Now, you have to, I think the way you coach that is you say you see the difference it made. That remember how hard we practiced and how we looked? Keep that up. That is now the standard. That's what it's got to be every week, if not higher. But you can't keep calling guys out.
Well, no, I think you can't call guys out again like that. You have to do that privately. You can't do it through the media again, because once you start doing that, guys start tuning you out, and then you lose your locker room. I'm really curious to see this secondary that is just plagued with injuries and to see how they play against a better team. Now, they'll have opportunities in this game against the Raiders coming up Sunday where they haven't run the ball very well, and they pass more with Geno Smith, and they have found more success in passing the ball than running. So I'll see with the practice this coming week what the secondary can do if they can show up, and whether it was really them taking things away from Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, or it was Dak Prescott just really being conservative and not wanting to go downfield till late in the game.
And while we're talking about motivation, it should be noted that Brad Biggs reported that Grady Jarrett gave a rousing speech to the defense at their Saturday night meeting in the team hotel. That apparently he referred to it as just a talk amongst brothers. He said, we're going to keep it in the room, but it was good. It was a good time for us to talk together. We got some more defensive ball to continue to get better at. It was execution. If we control our controllables, we can put on a show like that today. That was the biggest thing. And Daniel Hardy described what Grady Jarrett said as great seeing one of your captains trying to get the troops ready to go. Got a lot of passion for the game. Well, okay. Grady, if you paid him to be an assistant coach and give speeches, you're overpaying him, because we need to see him show up in the stat sheet. We just need to see him matter as a player. If you were just signing a guy to get up in front of people and talk, you should have told me that at the time.
Yeah, and again, if he's not fully healthy and he's dealing with that knee, like, do what you need to do to get that knee ready, not just to play, but to be healthy and effective. Like, it's one thing to be a warrior and go out there and do what you need to do during the week to get your knee prepared to get on the field. But if you're not making an impact in the game, take a back seat if you need to. Get that rest. You're not 25 anymore, and that's okay.
He was asked about it, and he said, love for my brothers. I don't want to miss time with them on the field. The work we put in together is what is keeping me going.
Yeah, that's great. But, I mean, if you're not impactful in the game, it kind of loses the whole point.
He says, in due time, I will be back to 100%.
Okay, well, it might be easier if you sit down maybe a game.
Uh-huh.
And it might be quicker.
It's not going to keep you from talking to people.
Right, you can motivate and talk and do all the speeches you want, even with a bad knee, but get that knee healthy.
Yep.
Or as healthy as it's going to get. And if this is it, if this is as healthy as it's going to get,
then we got a problem.
Yeah, it's a long season. Long season. One thing Ben said there, too, about Caleb, that he was really proud of him, that he was getting the calls in the huddle.
You're stuck on this thing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I am stuck on it a little bit.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying that it shouldn't be something you're publicly excited about.
It shouldn't be. Not 20 games in for the first-round pick. But that just goes back to what I think I said in DBU earlier today, that when Ben got here, I think he slowly learned that the lift was heavier, something that a phrase you've been using a lot, that the lift was heavier than he expected going into it. And if you're taking your number one pick who played big boy football in college at USC, I mean, this isn't some lower tier division, and now he was your number one pick overall. 20 games in, you shouldn't be proud of him that he can get calls in and out of the huddle pretty quick.
His words, more comfortable calling plays in the huddle.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen. It's not. Don't get all bent out of shape if you want to make love to Caleb Williams. I'm not going after the kid. It's just not what I expected 20 games into his career, and it is what it is. And Ben's on it and get better at it. Great. Keep getting better each week, kid. Keep getting better calling the plays out of the huddle.
So we've got some other things to talk about today.
One other cut from Ben Johnson.
Oh, another cut.
Yeah, I just want to play the flea flicker.
Okay.
Because I want to see if he talked about, what he saw in the actual play itself.
On the flea flicker, DeAndre said he got hit when he threw it. He described it as like he shot a free throw back to Caleb. What did you see from Caleb on the quick release to be able to turn that around?
Yeah, I mean, when you're asking particular questions, I'll have to watch the tape on all this stuff. I just know that the ball handling looked a little bit iffy from my perspective, and those guys handled it really well. Caleb handled it really well, and he was able to throw a really nice pass there to Luther, and Luther turned the corner and scored.
Yeah, so he said he'll watch. So I'm looking forward to seeing someone go back to that after he's been able to watch tape, whether it's today or Wednesday, whenever it might be, to get his full reflection on what that play looked like. Obviously, they believed in it enough to call it. They had it in the game plan for the week. They worked on it, and they executed it successfully during the week in their week of practice, enough to have it in the game. So we'll see how what he says about it when he's able to watch the tape again.
And it had a cheeky name, too.
What was the name?
Apparently, Luther Burden said that play is called White House. That was in reference to the dubious, the house of dubious repute in Dallas, where the heyday Cowboys would debauch themselves.
Man, I tell you what, if you watch that documentary, I doubt you will, you personally, but it's really entertaining. And man, they make it's something special.
They had their fun.
Oh, they did. Michael Irvin, yow.
And he'll tell you so. Michael Irvin.
Yes, he will.
They do not shy away.
Oh, he's in the documentary, at length, and he opens up about it and talks about it. But wow, so that play was called White House.
Yeah,
as a tribute to.
Yep.
How about them Bears?
That's what Luther Burden said. Just do me a favor before we get to the end of today's episode of Forward Progress. Remind me, I had an epiphany while watching NFL football yesterday.
Okay.
It's completely mundane. It's the kind of epiphany you can only get from me.
All right.
Because I don't think anybody else has put this together yet. So this is a unique observation that I think is totally mine.
All right. I look forward to hearing that.
You're lying.
I'm not.
Okay. Here's a list for you. I'm always making lists.
I love lists. Your lists are the best.
Caleb Williams yesterday, 19 of 28, 298 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. The aforementioned passer rating that you heard from Ben Johnson of 142.6.
Yep.
There are games like these for Bears' first-round quarterback picks. There are games like these where you say, ooh, hey, whoa, this is what it's supposed to look like. This quarterback has arrived. This is it. This is what we drafted. This is what it is. So I skipped which first round, like Sid Luckman and a couple of Johnny Lou Jack, McMahon. I don't think I put Harbaugh in here.
What's your criteria?
I just went to the first round pick, quarterback, best game. Did it predict anything? Did it augur?
Okay.
Did it augur anything?
Okay.
We're going to start in 1999. It was all the way to December 19th. Cade McNown in a win over the Lions. Cade McNown was 27 of 36 for 301 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
He had 2 interceptions, but he was slinging it all over the place. 27 of 36, 301, and he had a passer rating of 113.31 in that win over the Lions.
Okay.
But, well, wait a second. Maybe this can work. Maybe this can work. There's Marcus Robinson running free, winning these jump balls like a poor man's Randy Moss. So let's take you then to September 17th of 2006.
Rex.
Good Rex against the Lions. 20 of 27, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns, a passer rating of 148.
Wow. Good game.
Yeah, and he had a lot of good games.
He had a lot of.
in
He was
2006.
a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of his best
Had a great
games,
defense.
One of his and a nice guy. One of his best games was that year's NFC Championship against the Saints when he was hitting Bernard Berrien, and he had a really good game.
God, Bernard Berrien, yeah.
And that was 2006.
Okay.
2018, Mitchell Trubisky, September 30th, 19 of 26
against the Lions,
against the Buccaneers.
Okay.
354 yards.
Oh, yeah.
6 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
One off of the Sid Luckman record. A passer rating of 154.6.
Yeah, remember that game.
Essentially a perfect game.
Yep.
Pitched by Mitchell Trubisky. October 1st, 2023, Justin Fields. 28 of 35 in that heartbreaking loss to Denver. 31-28. You remember there was Brandon McManus, I think, that came on, and that was the first sign that the Eberflus coaching ability might be lacking. 28 to 35 was Fields, 4 touchdowns and an interception, a rating of 132.7. These games happen for Bears first round picks.
Yep.
And Good on him. But it also shows this is a way of illustrating that sometimes we remember these as, oh, yeah, he did have a great game. Oh, yeah, that was really a cool thing that day. To why did it never amount to anything? And I hope that's not the case for Caleb Williams. I am not trying to present this in any way to take away from what Caleb Williams has done. It's simply to place it in Bears quarterbacking context. And I hope that he is able to break this mold and break out of this and define himself as this being the actual tone setter everybody wants it to be.
Yeah. Now, looking at that list of players, Cade McNown, just not very good career. Rex Grossman, Justin Fields, Mitch Trubisky. It's not their fault where they get drafted. I mean, God bless them for getting drafted high and for making money out of it, but it's not on them that they were taken probably too high, and that's okay. You know, Rex was a really good quarterback for the Bears,
and wasn't taken too high. But they had 2 first-round picks that year. Remember, they had Michael Haynes.
Oh, Michael Haynes, yes,
as well.
Oh, that's right. They were taken together. You're exactly right.
Our favorite herpetologist,
Michael Haynes. But again, it's not on them. Just like it's not on Montez Sweat that Ryan Poles overpaid him. You know, like if someone's going to offer you all this stuff, you're not going to say no. I probably don't deserve all that. You're gonna take it. It doesn't say though that Caleb Williams isn't going to progress into the path that we all think.
That's what I mean.
He's going right. No, so I get that, but the whole idea of maybe he's arrived. See, with Caleb Williams, it's different because that feeling was there the day he was drafted. He's arrived. Now
they
just
handed him the keys and said, "This is all
you've
yours."
arrived."
Yes.
Now go, and that's why I think it's been disappointing, and I've been critical over 20 games.
And also, it's why we're nitpicking the throws that he threw in the dirt yesterday.
Absolutely.
And I think
that's okay.
And I think he wants that.
Yes.
And let me add something not just to those throws, where I also think he's not quite on the same page, and the receivers aren't on the same page when it comes to him breaking outside the pocket and where those scramble drill soft spots are.
Yeah.
Where I think Rome Odunze is the guy he's looking for. It's clear that that's his security blanket.
And that's great.
He's going to look first at Rome Odunze, and I expect somebody to have a guy. It's fine. Just like whether it's, your Travis Kelce or your Jordy Nelson or whoever your automatic is, he's down there somewhere.
Right.
They'll get that where when the flow of the play is moving in a certain direction, go the other way. Or even better, stop
moving.
Just stop where you are.
Right, and that's the kind of thing that just develops through reps, and that's something you can't replicate in practice itself. But that will come, and I think that's the case. And it is okay to nitpick him, and people can criticize me for being overcritical of him, but that's the standard that I'm holding him to, and that's a standard he wants to be held to.
I agree.
So when he does make great passes yesterday, and he scores a lot of touchdowns, and and he has a great rating, yeah, I'm going to look at those throws he should have made that he didn't make, because that's what we expect of him. I'm not going to lighten up on him. That's how I'm going to view this kid, because that's what he wants to be viewed as.
He asked to be coached harder.
Right. If you're the man, then I'm going to treat you like the man. Right. He loves it. He loves that Ben Johnson calls him out in front of his teammates. Not many people want that. Not many people would listen to that and then grow and make progress from it. Some people might turn away, get angry about it, and shut down, not receive it well. He wants it. He calls that. He calls for that from his coach.
I thought it looked very genuine in the locker room yesterday, what we saw about one throwing the other the game ball.
That was fun.
And the other throwing another
it was fun.
game ball. It was fun.
It was fun to see Ben Johnson act like a meatball, too.
Good for him.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was great.
I think you have to.
It was great.
I think you have to show your players that you're not an automaton.
That little chant they had that they were, I mean, it was great. It was a lot of fun to see.
Look, Matt Nagy did it. Remember when he did the boom and the whole club dub thing?
Yeah.
That was cute for a while too.
It was cute for a while.
Now I'm doing it again. See, I don't mean to do this. It's
no, I know what you're saying.
There's
I know
no
what you're
larger.
saying.
I don't have an agenda.
You're
here.
correct. I hear you. I know what you're saying. I think the people that are smart that are listening, they get it as well too.
Remember
it's
when
the dumb ones you can't help.
Remember when Mark Trestman used to take his pants off and wave his wiener around, yelling at everybody?
I don't.
I don't either. I made that up.
I remember that. The only thing with Mark Trestman is he deliberately put an offensive player next to a defensive player next to an offensive player in the locker room so they could get to know each other better.
Grow the man.
Oh, yeah, I got to grow the man off the vine.
Yeah, sorry.
Grow the man.
Didn't mean to do that.
But that's the whole point of it, is that I am going to be hard on Caleb Williams because he's the number one pick and he's the future of this organization. I'm not going to let those little things slide by, nor should you as a Bears fan. But if you want to be spoon-fed, whatever the Bears want to feed you each week, and you want to get your belly all nice and fat and get drunk while you're watching the games, you go ahead and do that. And I'm going to watch this kid with a critical eye, and I'm going to judge him with a very high standard.
Bounce back game for Tyrique Stevenson, and he needed it. That play early was enormous because we're all thinking the same thing.
I was like, oh, shit, here they go.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
He
They're
starts
running
rumbling.
the ball downfield.
Yeah, Jason texted me, this is over.
I love it.
And I said, wait a second here. I said at 9:54 of the first quarter, you're saying it's over? It's like, no, you're ahead of me. I called it at 10:13 of the first quarter. I'm like, okay, you're on record saying it's over. The Bears lose. The Bears suck. Everything's miserable. Don't worry. I wrote you down.
Well, I mean, the Cowboys, and I'll tell you what, man, Javonte Williams, he's fun to watch. Run the football. He runs hard. Yeah, and he's strong.
And he's coming off of some really serious injuries.
Yes.
You know who the comp is?
Who?
Nick Chubb.
Oh.
Guy who's
that makes sense.
Guys had knee issues, but just seemingly tough to tackle.
He ran really hard,
looks
man.
for contact.
Then between him and Williams, they ran for Sanders. They ran for 100 yards, and obviously the game got out of hand for the Cowboys. And you know they're hey, are you Pro Bowl quarterback? Dak Prescott? He didn't want to throw
You're
on the field.
Dak Prescott. No, I'm not.
I don't want to be anymore.
They have nicknames for me. Those aren't your nicknames. So, yeah, you don't want to know. I think Tyrique Stevenson now has to get himself, just make sure that he's got a solid base before the Washington game rolls around because, man, I hope he's ready for what's coming in the build-up to that game. Because of what happened last year, all the focus is going to be on him. I think for him to set the narrative, now with Jalen Johnson out, he matters. He absolutely matters.
He matters more.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And he's a high enough draft pick with enough talent, and not to mention a defensive coordinator who wants to take advantage of that man coverage ability rather than just some of the zone coverage that they were playing last year in the various 2-deep and 3-deep zones. That to see Stevenson play well, it's up to him how he wants Washington week to go. It's a big game for you. If he can stack another good game, and it's a redemption arc going into the Hail Mary opponent, rather than, oh boy, things slipping away. You can see that's what everything changed with Tyrique Stevenson and the whole thing about Eberflus and did you punish him? Did you not punish him? This game for him is a big week, and it's probably smart of their positional coach to say, hey man, you can really control what the world is saying about the direction your career is going with a big week against Las Vegas.
Yeah, just prepare for it, have a great week, keep your head down, do your job, and go out and make plays on the field. And I think if he makes plays on the field and does what he's assigned to do, he'll shut up any kind of criticism and change that narrative, because it is going to happen. And there's no way to escape it. I think just go out and have a great week of preparation for the Raiders. Get ready for the Redskins game because the Commanders game. Geez, did that. That's the first time I've done that. I haven't done Redskins.
That's two.
Well, yeah, it is. But I haven't said Redskins in a long
three.
time. Man, I got to stop saying it.
We need a jar. We can have a pizza party.
Oh, I'll buy pizza anytime you want, buddy. I'll fill the jar.
That's all right, not the point.
All right, so how much? How much do
I
I owe in the jar now for saying Redskins?
$4. Now you owe $4.
Okay, so it's a single. Okay,
yeah.
a $1 bill.
Yeah.
All right, I won't say Redskins anymore.
$5. Shit.
So Commanders game.
Commanders game.
So the Commanders game, and it's a Monday night game too. So even more focus on it.
Yep.
Even more focus on the story, the narrative, and whatever the national media wants to do. The Bears were 4-2, and they had this game, and Tyrique Stevenson was off yelling at the fans and not paying attention.
It was bad.
It was real bad.
And he survived it, and he's still here. So he's living another football life, and I think this will be a big week for him his play will decide how he's talked about going into this game.
Yeah, and it really was one hell of a play. I mean, running, chasing, getting the ball, ripping it right out of his arms, keeping, staying in bounds was just, man, it was a really great play.
Speaking of which, did you see the play Mahomes made last night?
I did not.
On the loose ball, where the ball, he went in, I forgot if it was a backwards pass, but it looked like the Giants defender had it, and Mahomes did the same thing.
Oh, really?
But it was even more athletically spectacular.
All right.
That Mahomes came diving in and did the same thing, ripped it out of the guy's hands and saved possession. It was remarkable. And he did it while diving. He wasn't even on his feet.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, so check it out. So it happened twice in the NFL yesterday. But that one, just for them to keep possession, I think he probably would have won the game anyway.
Yeah, yesterday the NFL was apparently just a lot of repetitive type situations.
That was those first games with all the blocked kicks, everybody was making the same comments and everything that was going on. Absolutely wild. Just wild. And that's every week in the NFL. We should mention, if we're going around the NFL, that Packers that's a bad loss.
So that's a really bad loss. Now, Cleveland, it's their first win of the season. They have Frankenstein's monster at quarterback, but Cleveland's defense, man, and we talked about their front seven briefly yesterday. They can stop the rush. They really can. That's a really good defense. They can get after the quarterback too. I was not surprised it was a low scoring game. Surprised the Packers lost. I thought they'd be able to pull it out with Jordan Love. Man, that was a really bad loss. And it really changes the complexion of our division here early on.
I have a new nomination for the first coach fired. I know it was very popular to say that Mike McDaniel was going to be that guy before his team responded with a little bit more solid play.
Competitive game.
Brian Callahan of the Titans.
Oh yeah, that's really bad football.
He's fired.
Yeah,
and it's one thing to be bad at football. It's another thing to keep making weird decisions with the clock about when you're kicking and when your opponent might have the ball and you have the ball and where if you're going to miss a long field goal and give your opponent field position.
No, that's probably a good call.
I'm going to go.
That's a lot of bad football, and that's a tough start there for Cam Ward as well.
I'm going to go with Brian Callahan as first coach fired. Although the Colts might be good.
You know, I kind of get with the Colts. Remember the start the Saints had last year, this historic start to their season. I mean, offensively, they were putting up numbers that were unheard of. I'm getting the same vibes. Maybe, I need to see a few more weeks.
Okay.
Because, hey, you can't properly evaluate a team until 6 weeks in.
Daniel Jones, 72% completions? What do you have? 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns. And we never talk about how good Jonathan Taylor is. But you're saying enjoy this while you can if you're a Colts fan?
I don't know. Because it's only because of Daniel Jones. Now, it's got nothing to do against Jonathan Taylor, hell of a running back. And obviously, the Colts have some good coaches there in place as well. It's just, is Daniel Jones, is this really who he can be? Or is this just a really brief burst? That's all. Okay. That's all. I mean, because it was the same thing last year with the Saints. They were off to an unbelievable historic start. And then that died really quick. So we'll see if Daniel Jones can maintain a high level of play at quarterback in the NFL.
On my list of surprises, the Falcons getting blown out by Carolina was not on my list.
No, not at all.
That I did not see coming. I'm also wondering, what the hell is wrong with C.J. Stroud? He had one of the greatest rookie seasons in the history of the NFL, and now it's not great.
No, it's not good at all.
And the wheel of excuses is starting. Well, he's not getting protection. No one's taking any pressure away from all he's being asked to do, but it doesn't look right.
Yeah, no, their defense is legit. So that was really surprising. That first of all, that they were off to that 0-2 start, and I thought they were going to get that win yesterday against Jacksonville. I just thought their defense would be too much for what Jacksonville can do offensively. But hey, I was wrong there, and now they're 0-3 along with Tennessee, which didn't anticipate that in the AFC South to start this season off.
And a huge game tonight between the Lions and the Ravens. This is what you have primetime football for, a matchup like this.
Yeah, if you would have said that at the end of week 3 that either the Lions or the Ravens would be 1-2, wouldn't have thought that. But Lions lose this game in Baltimore. They're 1-2 with the Bears. That's crazy.
I don't think it is meaningful.
No, it's not meaningful, but the ass whooping that the Lions put on the Bears, That's a big old number, a 50 burger, remember?
Yeah, but that's before Ben Johnson challenged his team to practice harder.
It's a practice.
And before, practice out there. And that's before Matt Eberflus showed up.
Yeah, and then, the Vikings, too, with that ugly second week loss at home where they lose J.J. McCarthy for who knows how long he's out for with that high ankle sprain, no good.
That Bengals thing, that is turn the television off and throw your television out.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever look at that again.
It really helps that the Bears play the Bengals, so that'll make the top 10 Bengals list a little more interesting to look at.
Already thinking about some of those.
Are you really?
Yeah, but the top 10 Raiders are going to be on this show on Friday, so we're looking forward to doing that because I love how much feedback comes in regarding the validity, even challenging the very validity.
He's not a Cowboy.
Challenging the standing of our list of Cowboys.
It's fine.
When we talked through all that, we even said
yes,
all this stuff about what constituted a Cowboy and what didn't.
Listening's a skill. And then don't want to forget your guy, Baker Mayfield, and your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3-0. Is this their third? Win late in the game?
It is. I think they're the first team ever to go 3-0 with all of their wins coming at the gun.
Because the blocked field goal by the Jets, and then Aaron Glenn running. I thought that was great. I loved it.
Thing.
He was into it. I loved it. And then you fast forward 90 seconds, and it was like, God damn it! And then they ended up losing. Yeah. So fun stuff yesterday in the NFL. A lot of fun stuff. And I just want to say it really clear so people know, Dan. I am very happy that the Bears won yesterday.
Yeah, why are people doubting that?
I don't know.
Do you have haters? I think you have haters.
I do, but I'm very happy the Bears won. I'm very happy Ben Johnson got his first win. I'm very happy that Caleb Williams threw 4 touchdowns, and now y'all get free hot dogs at Wiener Circle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy about it, but I am not going to let up on my criticism of the number 1 overall pick and a $13 million a year coach. I'm not going to. If you want to, that's fine. You can do that. You can watch the Bears and consume them however you want. You can get all fat and drunk and be happy when they win.
That's a plan.
And I'm going to be critical of them. Even when they win, I can still be critical of my team. That's what I expect.
Speaking of fat, I sent you a picture from Mariano's on Saturday.
Of your murder cake.
I found a second murder cake. So if you're just joining us, I told you that I had adopted, which is what I call it when I go to the day-old meat and the day-old baked goods.
Yeah.
That at the Mariano's near me on Roscoe, for some reason, I love their fruit coffee cakes. It's like a braided coffee cake, super dense, super buttery. But it was the discounted one because it fell out of its box and it was in this plastic
truck
bag.
ran over it.
It looks like roadkill. It looks like the truck ran it over. Zoe couldn't even look at it. She screamed when she saw it there. And I loved it. It was so good. And then I saw another one on Saturday, and I bought it. And the guys in the bakery were there, and I asked them, I said, can I ask you a question? I said, was this originally in a box? Because did this fall out of a box? Because it looks like something horrible happened to this thing. I said, it tastes great. I just want you to know that I love these. I'm buying it because I'm going to take it home and eat it. And he's like, no, I think we ran out of boxes, so we've been putting them in bags.
All right, so the picture you sent, it didn't look as bad as I expected.
Okay.
It didn't look good. Like, I would walk past it on the shelf and look for something else.
And you wouldn't scream. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't scream. I don't know. Like, I want to see the first one that made Zoe scream.
Yeah, the first one probably looked worse than that. But I bought a second murder cake.
Okay.
And I ate the entire thing last night.
And now, it doesn't mean it can't be good, because obviously it is. Yeah. And I do like Mariano's Bakery.
It was good.
I get cakes there for birthdays and stuff. It's instead of making them at times. But it didn't look nearly as bad as I thought it would. And it just, I don't know. Like being stuck inside the plastic bag with like the fruit filling kind of sticking to it. I don't know. And then getting it out is kind of messy.
It's a tough eat. Yeah.
Do you just rip it open?
Yeah.
You probably just rip it open and eat right out of it.
I did.
Okay. That's probably the easiest thing to do.
I'm right here. Like, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
What would I do? Get out the special
I don't know
cake
if you're gonna
plate?
Get out
the cake stand. And
who knows? Maybe you're getting the Shiva plates out and you're,
man, still got them.
Using those.
Shiva plates, Shiva cups. You got the plastic stemless wine cups.
Yeah.
We just spent $5,000 on catering. You might as well keep this stuff.
No. If they're unused, absolutely, I'm in your camp. But
kept all of it.
Keeping them and cleaning them, I'm with your wife. Throw them out if you use them.
No,
you don't keep plasticware.
You keep good plasticware.
Okay. What did you eat for the game?
I didn't eat during the game.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I made shake and bake pork chops and Stouffer's mac
You're still
and cheese.
doing shake and bake?
Hell yeah, for
Okay.
pork chops.
All right.
Oh, that's soul food for me.
Okay.
So I did. Even though they don't include the bag anymore, which is bullshit, and they also say
How are you supposed to shake it?
you're in your own bag, like a Polaroid picture. But they say it's to conserve plastic.
That's bullshit. That's the whole point
I
of
know.
it.
They don't give you the shake and bake bag anymore, and it's $5.
Oh,
It's $2.50, and then they say for 8 pork chops when it's actually for 2, because it's all shrinkflated.
Yeah.
And it's only enough for 2 pork chops, not 8. The box is $5, and they don't give you the bag anymore.
well, that's disappointing.
And
I'm sure it's still delicious.
it's still
but
delicious, but
wow.
yeah, it's
Come on, shake it. Then you
I
got
know.
to change the name. You can't be shake and bake if you don't give a bag.
It's like throw around and bake. I put it in a jewel bag and I tie it up and I shake it. And it gets
no,
everywhere.
you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't like
What other kind of bag? I use a paper bag.
a Ziploc bag, you moron.
No, those are expensive.
Ugh.
I'm not going to use a Ziploc freezer bag.
Tell me you wash out Ziploc bags to reuse them.
I don't wash them out, but if I go to my mom's and she gives me some fresh tomatoes from her garden in a Ziploc bag,
So it's not a messy
and I take
product.
them home. Right, it's not a messy product. I will put that bag away and use it to marinate steak or
I'm
something.
fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. As long as you don't
No,
clean.
I don't wash them out. No,
So-
but I will definitely reuse one that's just been used for
All
something.
right, so
simple.
you buy shake and bake, you get a jewel bag
yeah.
that's got a large opening with holes in the
And I
in the
tie it.
hand, and you tie them up, and that's what you shake your
Yeah.
meat in.
Yeah, I'll shake my meat anywhere I want.
I can't believe you don't use a Ziploc bag. Come on.
I'm not going to waste a Ziploc bag for meat shaking.
Can't you have a designated Ziploc bag that you just put it in the fridge then? You
That
could
would be-
save it. No, that wouldn't be too much for you.
I don't make it that often. No,
Okay.
no, that would be weird.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we have to
Wait
have
a
to get.
second. We've got the standard.
Yes.
That would be weird.
yes,
okay.
that would be weird.
Fine. All right.
Okay,
Murder
can
cake.
can we get to my mundane
Yes,
epiphany?
I'm sorry. Please tell me because I'm excited to hear this.
I was actually really proud.
I,
of
I love
this.
the way your brain works.
I was really proud of coming up with this because it was just I don't know if anyone else has observed this. I want you to think about the Rob Gronkowski USAA insurance ad
a
campaign,
lot of it,
and it's on all the time.
all the time.
What is just lay out for me the theme of that ad campaign? What is the general theme?
The theme is that if you had a loved one or a family member that was served in the military,
Or currently serves?
that you can qualify for USAA insurance.
Correct.
Yes, that's
But-
the theme.
Well, though that's part of the theme, but the theme is that Rob Gronkowski, the character, right?
Is not
Correct.
eligible.
Correct. So Gronk in these commercials is constantly stymied, right?
Sometimes by children.
By children
Yep.
in his efforts to avail himself of the product or service. So the main character, the mascot, if you will,
Great term.
the mascot who wants this product or service, at the end of every commercial is told it's not for you.
Right.
What does that remind you of?
Oh boy. Now we're getting deep into your
It
your
is.
brain.
It is okay, but it's obvious. This is simply an updated version, and I know right now you're walking your dog, or you're on the train, or you're in the car on the way home, and you're screaming out what it is. Especially if you're around our age.
Yes. What is it? It's a. Oh God.
So I want you to picture the mascot. And the mascot really wants this product or service. It's all he wants. His whole existence.
Oh.
Every commercial is just like, I would love that. And then eventually he is told.
All right. What is it?
I'm not telling. He's told he's not eligible. He's told, no. You are not eligible to have this product or service. In fact, you're so close. Maddie, I can tell.
Oh my God.
I can tell. I will tell you it's not a human mascot.
No, it's not a human mascot. What? Oh my God. Oh shoot.
It is a food product.
Yes, I'm going to say Commanders again. The wrong name.
No. It's a food product, and the mascot can't have it. The mascot.
Yes, Tricks.
Silly Rabbit.
Yes. God damn it, Tricks
are for kids.
They're for kids.
It's
Gronk.
the same
Yes.
bit.
It is.
It's exactly the same bit.
Yes.
Where Gronk is the Tricks Rabbit.
Yes, you're right.
Silly Gronk.
Good for
this
you.
insurance is for veterans and members of the military.
It's not for you.
Darn it, they got me again.
Yep.
But he comes back. He's always back. He thinks this next time he'll be able to get USAA insurance. And no, this time it's actual children. Silly Gronk. Oh, I guess I'm stupid again. I guess I'm silly. I thought I was eligible, but I'm not. He's the Tricks Rabbit. Now, does that count as a mundane
No, dude,
epiphany?
that's beautiful. That's really, really good. I'm proud of you for
Thank you
for putting that together.
Thank you. I wrote it down because it was the same thing. I'm like, wait a second, this reminds me of something. And I wrote it down right here. It says Gronk as Tricks Rabbit USAA. So there you go. That's the kind of thing you get here and nowhere else. And that's why you subscribe.
That's really good.
Progress.
That's really, really good. I was getting there. Took me a little bit longer.
No, I know,
probably than
but you did. You did.
It started. Yeah. Oh, it's so good, and it reminds me of the scene in the movie Ted where Liam Neeson buys Tricks, and Ted's the cashier, and he's asking him if it's really for kids. Just keep this between us. Yeah. I'd play it for you here, but I'm not signed in.
Oh, I was wondering what you were doing, and you were kind of reaching over there.
It's making me sign in.
Well, maybe you can sign in, before we start recording.
Well,
just in case.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know.
Yeah. Well, you know what you do?
Because I didn't learn the last time.
Practice harder.
I did need to practice harder.
Yeah, I don't think your practice is up to championship standards.
Okay. I'm gonna take you behind the curtain a little bit.
Okay.
Because a couple people mentioned it on the comments on YouTube.
Yes.
So I played audio from the wrong computer the other day.
Oh, it's too bad. Too,
so, but we're circling back to it though. We have to because it's so worth it. So, a few people on the YouTube, they caught the edit where I had to take out a portion of the show because I played sound from the wrong computer that doesn't come through and record. So
I went to get the engineer to figure out what was wrong. He's like, which computer?
It's the second time I've done it. So we're going to circle back to that though.
We got the Robert Loggia.
We have the email. We have the email that we can go back to it and play that scene, and then we'll add this one into it too because it's so good. It's so good. But a good catch on all of your parts. People were wondering like what we said that we didn't want to put out there.
Right, they were thinking the comedy police,
but there was
the federal comedy police.
That wasn't it at all. It was a technical error because I'm a moron, and I played sound from the wrong computer. So we'll get that all squared away. But we have to circle back to it this week. I mean, you have the email to read again. It was so good.
To dig it out. So
no, I have it. I have it still too. So it's fine.
Okay,
but hey, great job on your part. That was really good. That it is. He's the Tricks Rabbit.
Yep,
it's so funny.
But it's weird because it's like for military insurance.
So how excited were you when you put that together?
Of a fruity cereal. I was kind of excited because it was there was something that was bothering me about it. That's something it was a familiarity that I wasn't quite connecting. And it was this nebulous feeling of like a lack of resolution.
Yeah.
And then finally when it hit home, I'm like, aha!
That's great. Very good. No, that's good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And that will do it for Forward Progress today. We'll have more throughout the week as the Bears try to even their record at 500 against the Raiders.
Oh, hang on. No, keep talking for me for a second, will you?
Blah,
I did something
blah.
I pulled off.
Oh yeah, okay. So
go over some numbers
because you were looking before, and now you didn't put the closing music up there, and now you're gonna find it.
See, that's why I don't like this computer to be used.
Okay,
I got it here.
All right, we got it. Just subscribe, rate, like, do all the things you got to do to be a part of the Forward Progress community, and more importantly, the 312 Sports community. So you can get cool shirts like this one.
I love it. I can't wait till we get merch out there for the people.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Okay. All right, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
10, 219, 219.
Forward Progress. A Chicago Bears podcast with Dan Bernstein and Matt Abaticola on 312 Sports.